About 184 years ago, Roland Hill, a social reformer, campaigned for the first postage stamp to be issued. Before then, Britain tended to rely on recipients making payments for mails on receipt, and merchants in the late 1600s marked posts with official company stamps. Small pieces of paper with gum on one side and an effigy of Queen Victoria were sold for the first time at post offices on Wednesday, 6th of May, 1840. Since then, the effigy of the reigning British monarchs, from Queen Victoria through to Queen Elizabeth II, were personalities printed on postal stamps. The introduction of postal stamps in Africa coincided with a period when the scramble for political influence and control in Africa by Europe was at its peak, and thus stamps by various colonies had images that reflected the colonial power at play. Then came the independence of African states that saw thousands of stamps being created by over 20 independent sovereign states up until today. These stamps help to tell the history and culture of African countries and has as well been used to commemorate landmark achievements of governments, personalities, events, and to celebrate individual milestones. Ghana Post issued its first commemorative stamps in March 1957 at independence and has issued several commemorative stamps throughout history.
Ghana Post has been printing stamps since the colonial days, when the post office was first being managed by the colonial masters. When Ghana gained independence, there was a postal stamp on the Declaration of Independence. Now, postal stamps come in two forms. We have both the definitive stamps and the commemorative stamps. The definitive stamps are the stamps that are used for your everyday postage. Aside that, there's also the commemorative stamps, and commemorative stamps are stamps that are usually used to mark occasions or celebrate an anniversary, or to also celebrate some personalities. There have been several commemorative stamps that have been issued. When you come to Ghana, there have been commemorative stamps that has marked, aside the Declaration of Independence, there's been commemorative stamps on Kwame Nkrumah. There's been commemorative stamps on the different presidents that have been in Ghana, all the different heads of states. There's been different commemorative stamps that have been issued to honor them and also to celebrate them. There's been commemorative stamps on some key personalities like some chiefs. So there's been a commemorative stamps during the reign of Otumfuo. Also in Ghana, there's been commemorative stamp on women achievers. And so the very first female judge in Ghana, Annie Ajayi, there was a stamp on her personality. There's been commemorative stamps on Ya Santua. If you go internationally, there's been commemorative stamps on Queen Elizabeth when she celebrated her 100 years on the throne. There's also been commemorative stamps that's been issued on different personalities. Also, there have been commemorative stamps on some festivals. So stamps have been used as a major tool for tourism promotion and also as a tool of telling history. And these stamps have become collector's items. Some have become souvenirs that have been passed on from generation to generation and from time to time.
Since history is calling again with the 25th anniversary of Otumfuo II, creating an Otumfuo commemorative stamp to mark the Silver Jubilee is an enviable task that Ghana Post is proud to be associated with. The Otumfuo commemorative stamp comes with post stamps, postcards, and gold-plated frames that symbolizes unity, strength, harmony, and fortitude of the Ashanti Kingdom under the reign of His Royal Majesty Otumfuo II.
Ghana Post, as the designated postal services provider for Ghana, decided to collaborate with the Ministry of Communication and Digitalization and the Office of the President, and of course some additional partners including GCB, GOIL, and Ghana Gas, to honor Otumfuo II Abebio on his marking of the 25th anniversary of his occupancy of the Golden Stool as Asantehene, with the Asantehene Commemorative Stamp. Now, the Asantehene Commemorative Stamp is a special stamp project that comes in different forms. And we're also going to have the crypto stamp. Throughout Africa, there's never been a crypto stamp. And in the stamp world, the crypto stamp is the new stamp that is in vogue. And so Otumfuo's stamp becomes the very first crypto stamp to have been released on the continent of Africa. Now, apart from the crypto stamp, there's also the royal stamp frame. The royal stamp frame is a stamp that people would acquire, people will keep in their offices, they'll keep in their homes. It's a frame of a stamp that Otumfuo II have endorsed. We are also going to release a set of postcards. Now, these postcards will be packaged in sets of 10. People can buy them in bulk, or people can also decide to buy them individually as different postcards.
The Otumfuo commemorative stamp marks His Royal Majesty's 25 years ascension to the Ashanti throne and will be etched in history as a celebration of rich culture, heritage, and tradition. Long live the King, long live Asanteman, and long live our beloved nation, Ghana.